Yo, what up, YouTube? It's Rye. Let me holler at you real quick. You'll never truly realize how good you got it until you're on the other side of it. There's a lot of people that didn't have the same opportunity, that don't have an out like you got it out. So don't return to those destructive patterns. Don't return to those old habits. Leave and never return. Because when you're on the other side of it, you truly realize the situation you were in. You truly realize how dire straits you were in. And a lot of times we don't realize that till we make it to the other side. We get comfortable in whether it's good or bad. There's two sides of it. People get comfortable when it's good and they think they can't lose it. People get comfortable in their own filth and they don't realize that they even in the filth. And you never want to be that person. You never want to get comfortable in the filth, in the pit, that you don't even realize that you even in it and it feels good. Even though it's bad, you don't even realize that it's bad. And only other people on the other side can notice that, can see it. Once you escape it, you cannot see it anymore. And that's why you never want to return to it. So once you get to the other side, stay on that side. Never return to those old destructive paths that got you in that position in the first place. There's so many people that wish they had an out or still looking for an out. And they don't know how they're going to get out. And at one point in time, that was you. And that's even more of a reason to keep going. That's even more of a reason to not want to return to that. Because now that you're out of it, you know what it's like. Now that you're out of it, you know what you need to do to not be in it anymore. It means more to you now than it ever did. Because now you know what it can cause. See, at one point, you didn't know nothing else. You didn't know how bad this was because you didn't know what good was. You never experienced the joy, the happiness. And now that you know that there's more out there, you need to maintain and you need to hold on to it. So once you get to the other side, once you make it to the other side, once you cross that road to paradise, do whatever it takes, scratch and claw to keep it. Because that's where the real fight and battle begins. Not you obtaining it, but keeping it and holding on to it. Because there's so many destructive patterns and so many bad and negative vices out there that want to bring you back down. There's so, where it comes in a habit, whether it comes in an addiction, whether it comes in a person. You know, you might meet a person that say they have their best interests at heart and what was good for you, but their only goal is to drag you back down to where you were. And it'll come. That negative person, that negative spirit will come in the shape of a person and it'll do whatever it takes to drag you back down. That's their main goal. That's why some people were sent to do that. And you had to have that discernment and wherewithal, mind, body, and soul. You have to have that wherewithal to recognize and detect those individuals when they're coming, because that's their whole goal. They were sent by the enemy to drag you down. If they can't do it with drugs, if they can't do it with gambling, if they can't do it with drinking, if they can't do it with gluttony, if they can't do it with sloth, if they can't do it with this, they'll send it within the person. Maybe you never experienced, maybe you want a relationship. Maybe it's love. Maybe you have whatever it is. Whatever, because we all have strengths and weaknesses. Whatever you're weakest at, that's what they're sending. So think about where you're weakest at. That's whatever that is. Recognize that, zero in it. That's what the enemy is gonna zero in on. Whatever your kryptonite is, you need to train that the most, because that's exactly what they're zeroing in on. Whatever you're weakest at, because they know what your strengths are. They can't get you with that. They can't get you whatever you're strongest at. They're going to go whatever you're weakest at, whatever you struggle with, that's what they're zeroing in for. And if you recognize that, you'll see it before they do. But hey, it's Rye. Like, comment, subscribe. I love you, family. We growing, family. Woo woo. And you got this, homie. It's already yours.